Update. Supreme Court blocks SNAP benefits. New rules explained. Whole lot going on today. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to hold on to your seats today. You know what I'm saying? We got a good show, man. There's a lot going on, right? I think it's time for me to get out here, get outside, and start explaining some of this stuff to y'all. You know what I'm saying? They say it's God's work, not the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Double tap the screen on the way in the door. You're now at the Mac Main True Story Show. Mac Main True Story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that Trump is doing a good job? Are you on the Trump train? You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? Is your faith wavering? Are you happy with the condition that the country's in? You know what I'm saying? Let me checking vids online. Salute. You know, let's get to this work, man. Let's see what's going on out here, man. I got a lot for y'all tonight. Let's go.
As you know, the Senate did pass legislation on Monday to
I do have an update from 3 hours ago, and y'all might be surprised that like the latest news is going on, but looks like a lot of people's panicking. You know what I'm saying?
reopen the government, bringing the longest shutdown in history closer to an end as a small group of Democrats ratified a deal with Republicans despite searing criticism from within their party. The 41-day shutdown could last a few more days as members of the House, which have been on recess since mid-September, return to Washington to vote on that legislation. And then throughout this morning, we have been asking you at home to submit your questions and what you would like to know about the government funding bill that was just passed. Joining us now to discuss this even further and to answer your questions at
Now
home.
we are going to get to some serious issues, and I would like to remind y'all that there's other things that's being affected outside of this food stamp thing.
Is Karen Holt. She is a political science professor at
Zero Aki Hoodie. Salute to everybody that's here so far. Rusty, salute, man. I'm not going to be in the chat too much. I'm going to try to get to this content, man. I haven't been live in months over here.
Virginia Tech. Karen, good morning.
Good morning. All
right, so I just want to hop right to it, bringing up this on the screen. So this is basically the question that we pose to our viewers. What questions do you have about the government funding bill? And remember that you can still submit questions while we have Karen live on the show here by scanning the QR code there on the top right-hand side of your screen. And so let's get right to it. Okay, Karen, the first question, pretty straightforward. What happens next?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on.
My bad, y'all. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. If you're new here, subscribe.
That's a wonderful question. And the simple answer is it's still a mixed bag, because once a bill passes the U.S. Senate, then it goes next to the U.S. House. And so the House has been on recess, as you indicated. Getting those House members back to Washington, D.C. is a next step. And then once they get back to Washington, then they have to decide whether to.
We have been kicking this conversation around about who's to blame, because I think that I have to do y'all some justice today and explain to y'all exactly, re-explain to y'all what's going on, so you won't keep, you won't blame one party. You'll blame both parties by the time I'm done with you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. But I do encourage y'all to have your own opinion. Salute, DMW
support
shots.
The Senate bill or not. I don't think that's necessarily.
Okay, listen. Miss whoever Torres, I don't know how to spell your name, Elijah, never been happier. And another thing, my lady just called and her food stamps just came in. I am from New York City, so I have no idea what's going on. Okay.
A sure thing, but it seems pretty likely.
They're saying that there's going to be some changes in the whole food stamp rollout, and I'm going to explain exactly what's going to happen to some of you bums.
That will happen, because
they be thinking, sometimes we thinking these people's get
I was trying to find some love.
Because my thing is this, right? This, even if you have to work 80 hours a month, man, don't you think that that's better than sitting your fat ass?
I was trying to find some blow. Where's the fucking blow?
Stop doing that in the background. It's nothing wrong with getting out there and get some work ethic.
Because it looks as though what will happen going forward is that the bill will appear then before.
N-words are panicking east to west, but never fear. I'm here to make you panic a little bit more, because I'm going to explain how this is really going on. Now, what's really going on. But for whoever did get their stamps, good luck to you. You know what I'm saying? More power to you. At least you won't be eating turkey spam for Thanksgiving.
For the U.S. House, which contains some elements the House has already passed, but other elements it's not looked at completely. So that will lead to some debate on the House floor. There also will have to be some efforts to take a vote to get a majority in the House to support the legislation. Once that happens, and it's pretty much the same as the Senate bill, then it goes to President Trump for signature.
Okay.
All right. And so, as I mentioned, this shutdown, it could last for a couple more days while all of that really comes into play. Let's get to this next viewer question here. So will the military be paid this week?
Great question. It looks as though it's hard to know when officially the shutdown is going to end. It could stretch into the people I have talked to that have been furloughed, for example.
Real quick question. Are they going to give these people they like back? Let's say the people that didn't get they shit, right? Are they going to give them more or something like that? Like, how do they work? How does this whole food stamp thing work?
Right now, do not expect to be called back to work until Monday morning. However, the paychecks could start flowing sooner than that.
Okay.
In addition, part of the legislation that passed the Senate includes 3 so-called minibus bills, bills that start funding.
Well, I would say absolutely it's the Democrats.
Back. Some of those bills will affect military construction projects and may well be able to allow some members of the military.
If you've seen a commercial just pop up on your channel right now, type ones in the chat. East New York, salute.
To receive paychecks.
It's not going to happen. Grow up. They've been saying this for 45 years. The game is up. And the Democratic Party did not get the $1.5 trillion for pet project around the world. Nasty. They just throwing fucking money around like, I mean, they just put money anywhere. I mean, it seems like, for real, them foreigners is getting more money than we get. It seems like we getting the fucked up end of the stick, y'all.
Going toward the end of the week.
And I'll explain that in a little while.
And then I do want to piggyback off of that question, Karen, because what makes the military different when it comes to their payments during a government shutdown in comparison?
Okay, Oliver, is back paid for months, man. But how much do you get? What percent of nothing is nothing? I mean, what percent do you free money? Anything free just fucking makes my trigger finger itch for some reason. I don't know.
Comparison to maybe other federal agencies.
Well, one thing that's important is that there are both civilians and military working for the U.S. Department of Defense. Those are classified in.
Elijah, copy. Zero Lightness, salute. Copy. 43 years working as a tractor trailer driver and paid his taxes. What's so sad about a guy like that, right? The average working American, because he makes a certain amount of money, he's not even eligible to get that. Don't y'all think that the person that's working deserves more food stamps than the person that's just sitting on their ass? Think about what I'm trying to tell you. Yo, bro, there's people that have been paying taxes, working for years. They're in the fucking supermarket making life decisions. Come on. Diets have been severely modified. Let's keep it real. You know, all that Wagyu steak I was eating before, everything is different. People that's working a 9-to-5 job. If you agree with me, type ones in the chat. Spam this chat with ones. If you believe that a person that goes to work every day, busts his ass, comes home from work, has a bunch of fucking kids, a wife, a family, you know what I'm saying? Has a Coke budget.
Trying to find some blow.
Excuse me. I didn't mean that last part. That motherfucker deserves some relief. Type ones in the chat. Come on, man. You got some dudes that's making $1 over there. That, you know, whatever their budget is. Oh, if you're making $30,000 plus $1, then you're not eligible. Like, you got motherfucker. Yo, I believe that people that's working every single day deserve food stamps, free stamps, no strings attached. Matter of fact, give me a gold card. Matter of fact, food stamps should be a reward. Do you agree with me? Quick commercial.
Breaking news this morning, NYC residents stay safe. Dick riding is at an all-time high. Broke boys are on the rise. Pieces are not hitting, and the plugs have the same work.
That ass. It's all the same work. But anyway, we'll get back to that in a second.
two different categories. And so the enlisted
Nate is in the building. Salute, my brother. I ain't see you in a while. Jay Rico, my motherfucking right hand, bro.
military as well as military officers and so forth are going to be getting funds on a different basis depending on their rank, where they're located in terms of base and things like that. So the details of military pay.
Okay, that's kind of wicked. That's kind of wicked. So what do? You pay the high. Do you pay from the high to the low? Do you pay the big guy and then the little guy's like, man, fuck it? Or do you pay the little guy? I believe you pay the little guy. Pay the pay the little guy. Pay my son in them. You know what I'm saying? Because my son is a Marine. Don't pay his boss. Don't pay his drill sergeant. Don't pay none of those people that's pay the dudes that need that.
Payments are going to vary quite a bit depending on where one is in the rank process and where one is in terms of getting specific paychecks. It looks as though much of that will get sorted out in the coming days, but it's not going to happen automatically for everybody.
All right, Karen, let's turn now to our next question. This one courtesy of Connie H. Does this plan include health care?
What if you can create your own website?
Now, this is the most important part of this because this is the reason why this shit was fucked up from the beginning. The healthcare thing. All right, let's get to it.
It does not, and that's one of the sticking points here, is that one of the reasons that Democrats in the Senate kept holding out for a government shutdown.
This is a circus, y'all. Let's not make no mistake about it. Salute, Angie. Mr. Brock, salute. This is a circus right now. I need everybody to share the video, man. Let's try to get in the algorithm. I haven't been out here in a while. YouTube's going to give me a hard time about getting 100 people here. But once we get to 100, we'll fly.
Get a vote on extending the Affordable Care Act subsidies for people that are buying health insurance through the Affordable.
Hold on, let me rewind this because I don't want to miss this. This is a very important part.
One of the reasons that Democrats in the Senate kept holding out for a government shutdown was to get a vote on extending the Affordable Care Act subsidies for people that are buying health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. And so
that makes sense, man. Keep America alive. Keep our old people alive. I would think that would be a bipartisan home run right there.
For those
people that don't understand what I'm saying by bipartisan home run, I would think that the Democrats and the fucking Republicans will put the bullshit to the side and just whatever is the most important, put that up first.
These that came into place during
and our elderly people are very important, man.
COVID and afterwards have not been extended. And so what they're really worried about is beginning to see sticker shock when the new health insurance premiums come out in December. Now, what will be covered, it looks as though in this set of bills, at least through January 30th, which there's a continuing
It's going to be like, do I save my teeth or my heart?
Resolution to put it inside Washington language that basically extends the current budget commitments through January. What it does mean is that Medicare money will continue to flow. Medicaid benefits will continue to flow as well. In terms of the healthcare subsidies.
Now that's cool. That's cool as a start.
People buying healthcare on the markets through the Affordable Care Act, they may well not see immediate reactions in terms of the premiums being covered.
Okay, so that answers my question. They're starting from the low and going to the high because they, people that can afford healthcare is not, the people that can afford healthcare and purchasing these healthcare packages or whatever are not the same as people that have Medicaid and Medicare. You know what I'm saying? Medicaid and Medicare is the low end, so they're saying that we're not going to cut that.
Democrats did agree to in this bill that's going before the U.S. House is that basically the Democrats.
So in a nutshell, the people that's paying, a bunch of money for a healthcare plan, you will be, as it stands right now, you will be paying a higher premium.
In the Senate will be able to schedule a vote on whether to extend those subsidies in December. That's something they could not even get the Senate Majority Leader, Senator Thune, to agree to. They at least have that agreement. But in the meantime, we're
a reminder: take advantage of the when those benefits. Go get your checkup and stuff like that. I just got one the other day, and I got the results back yesterday, and they was like, "Who are these niggas?" I'm like, what the? I'm on the phone, like, y'all know my show, right? I'm on the phone. that, man. You know, go to the dentist. You know what I mean? Don't be like the people that, you know, like me. I neglected my health for a long time. But if you got those benefits, go get checked out and stuff like that.
On a wait and see basis, at least for these healthcare subsidies.
All right, and then I do believe we have one more viewer question. Again, for our viewers at home, if you do want to ask a
All
question.
right, let me get to the juice, right? Right now, I want to show y'all this. I want to show y'all, it says judge orders full SNAP benefits restored. Full stamp update 2025, right? And I want to show y'all the new rules. So for you motherfuckers that have been collecting this shit forever, you know, and not, you know, basically just getting free money and not doing anything productive with your time. Oh yeah, they got a whole plan for your lazy ass. You'll be sitting around eating Oreos and Cheez-Its and all this other shit y'all like eating, getting fat in the crib and ain't going to at least try to go get a job, you know. And we're talking about people that just been finessing the system for a long time. We're not talking about the people that actually need shit or can't, you know, hold it down for themselves. We're talking about people that's finessing the government, right? Those people, you're gonna have to start working soon, bro. All that lazy shit sitting around, it's not gonna happen.
There's finally some breaking news.
I recommend that. I also recommend prison for everybody. Even Mother Teresa should do a bid. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you one day.
That brings relief to millions of families who rely on food stamps. After weeks of confusion and partial payments, a federal judge has officially ordered the Trump administration to fully fund SNAP benefits this month. That means...
Well, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you was here a second ago, Nate, I said that the people that's working deserve food stamps more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So taxpayers will be, you know, in my world, taxpayers should get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, block that dude for 86,000 seconds. I just don't like his vibe.
It's the food stamp program, which supports roughly 42 million Americans, will be restored to 100% of normal payments, not the 65% that was previously announced. The decision...
And Mother Teresa will make miracles happen in prison. Are you kidding me? More than Martha Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. Think about it. She'd be on the phone making calls. Everybody's time would be nice. And you know, it's a hotline of Jesus. Let's go.
Decision came after a series of legal...
Jesus, they ain't hang out with the rich. You know what I mean? Jesus hang out with the bums.
Challenges and mounting public pressure, and it marks a major turning point in one of the most intense standoffs of this shutdown so far. Before we get into the details, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed any delays?
No, excuse me. I'm looking at this is the wrong video. I want to show you about this says 4 ways that SNAP benefits will change after Trump's big policy act. All right, let's see what this woman is talking about. Double tap the screen on the way in the door. You know what I mean? If you got here from the vertical stream, then subscribe to the channel. Go to the top right, hit the 3 dots. But let's get the likes up to 100. Okay. All right. Salute to everybody that's here. Let's look at how these benefits will change.
It's needed more than ever. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, is facing the largest funding cut in the program's history. Here are 4 things to know about changes coming to the program and what it can mean for those reliant on the benefits. 1. President Donald Trump's big, beautiful policy and spending legislation will cut $186 billion in federal funding from the program over the next decade, according to projections from the Congressional Budget Office.
We're definitely witnessing a major shift in SNAP, unlike anything we've seen since the program was created.
Elaine Waxman is a senior fellow at the Urban Institute, focusing on food insecurity and federal nutrition programs.
It will change the structure in significant ways for the first time.
And to fill the gap for the roughly 22 million families on SNAP, states will have to help pay for the benefits their residents receive. Depending on the scenario, that could be as much as 15% of the benefits costs. Waxman worries the worst case, but possible scenario is states will have to pull out of SNAP because they can't make up the funding gap.
The federal government has clearly stated it will not pay for a state shortfall if they're not able to make that match. Then it's possible that states would have to withdraw from the program altogether.
2, SNAP already had some work requirements, but the big, beautiful bill expands them to include people aged 55 to 64, parents of minors 14 and older, and veterans. Now, SNAP recipients will be required to work 80.
Hold up, let's rewind that.
Bill expands them to include people aged 55 to 64, parents of minors.
Damn, the old people ain't safe neither. They can't pay for health care. What the fuck are we doing?
14 and older, and veterans. Now, SNAP recipients will be required to work 80 hours per month in order to get the benefits.
Now, that part is a good part. Everybody needs that, just like you need to do prison time.
The idea is increased work requirements lead to increased workforce participation, but
research tells us that unfortunately they don't really work. And that makes
and that's the thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People that's on welfare right now, on food stamps and all that shit, right? And they supposed to go to a work-related program. You know what I mean? Like they supposed to go to a program and sign in. These motherfuckers are going and scan. They find all type of ways to get up out of that program because they don't want to go there. You know what I mean? Why the fuck do I want to go over there? I want to be a lazy bum and sit back and just get free shit. Don't you understand that $200 per person is robbery? Don't you understand you robbing yourself? Why would you want? I would rather be at a job, you know? Wouldn't you want to get cash money and them stamps at the same time?
Sound counterintuitive to people, but what we know
is going to really shake these mother. It's going to sift through. This is even going to make you a thinker or a hustler.
Is that they don't increase work effort. They don't result in high.
What's Granny going to do? What my grandmother going to do? You being hard. You know what I'm saying? What about the people in the projects? What is Granny going to do? Let's go to the commercial break.
Breaking news this morning, NYC residents stay safe. Dick riding is at an all-time high. Broke boys are on the rise. Pieces are not hitting, and the plugs have the same work.
Well, tell that old ass to go back to farming, okay? Because that's what my grandmother and them did. They had a garden. Maybe this will do something good, useful for black people, man. We stop sitting around acting like we, you know, high or some shit.
It's Angel does, Holmes.
Look alive. Look alive. Look alive. Look alive. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside, but we will survive. Understand? A lot of this shit is fear mongering. A lot of this shit is designed to make you motherfuckers scared and vote some particular way, you know, or them to pass a law that affects you. You know, this shit don't really affect you, man. You know, if anything, this is a wake-up call to start getting back on your hustle game. This is the wake-up call to start taking care of your family and stop leaving it up to the fucking government to take care of your grandmother. Why do you think they die in 10, 15 years before they time? All that welfare, man. All that food stamps killed them. You know what I'm saying? You did. Ate all that nasty shit and didn't do no exercise. Didn't have any, you know, younger people. Because, you know, a lot of younger people are now getting into veganism and, you know what I'm saying, healthy lifestyles. And they seen how our old was just tore up. You know, wouldn't you want to see progression as a people moving forward? Don't you think pushing a work ethic in somebody makes them a better, complete person? I don't like you bums. Straight up, man. If you're a bum, keep your fucking... That was my mother. She told me stop cursing so much. Let's reset this shit. Double tap the screen. I'm here to get down to the nitty gritty. My name is Mac Mean. True story. All stories ain't true. Your truth in the building. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. It's my favorite content creator in the whole fucking world, you know? And I'm glad you're doing bigger content and your mind is just fucking, you know, beautiful, man. Salute to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, X-type name here. All right, so why did Trump want to block the order to pay out SNAP? All right, you started that question with, okay. Haven't heard any reason on why he would do that. Government handouts weakening the community dependency. If y'all seen a commercial just pop up just now, type ones in the chat. Dependency is worthlessness if you are able-bodied. Yeah. Windows checks. I don't get that. That's incomplete, Ryan. Come again so I can read your comment. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be a heartless son of a bitch, right? You know, I did listen to Tupac music just like everybody else. All right. Baby, I'm a thug. You know, I listen to it just like everybody else. And if y'all think I'm going to flash that picture with Tupac in a bikini, man, get a job, okay? 'Cause I'm not. What I'm trying to say is this, right? With DMW, I'm going to piggyback that, man. It increased worthlessness. My boy, you think that you're only worth $200 of food stamps a month? You know what I mean? Like these women, or you know, now Section 8 is nice too. But most of the people I know that's on Section 8, that been on Section 8 for a long time, sad to say, they don't got a bunch of money stacked up. Wouldn't that be the thing to do? Stack up a bunch of money while you're on fucking Section 8? Stack that bread, man. Stack that bread. If anybody give you something for free, think about it. If anybody give you something for free, what did we used to say? Food, clothing, and shelter, right? Food is a big fucking thing. You know, if somebody's giving you free food. Now, we're not talking about all the other things that they're giving these people. You know what I'm saying? Blizzard Man in the building. I'm going to drop the link, man. I'm going to open up the chat. I'm going to see if anybody wants to talk about this tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, DMW got time, pull up. Lansky, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I want all my people to pull up today, man, just so we can have a conversation, man. If you're not busy, hit the link, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like talking. Normally, I don't let people up because I have a bunch to say. Today, I don't really have a bunch to say. I just wanted to give the news up. You know what I'm saying? And also too, that QR code at the top left. If you're new here, scan that real quick. That goes to my other channel. That's where I do all the ratchet stuff. You know what I'm saying? That Lansky makes me do. And Ming. Yo, DMW, you see Rusty, hey, they stay up out of these type of conversations. They don't like that content, man. You know what I mean? I can't get 30 people to talk about the dirty sector, man. It's sad, man. I gotta make me a new troll channel up. Motherfucking Mr. Executioner in the building. You know what I'm saying? The executioner. All right, for Lansky and Mr. Executioner, you know what I'm saying? I do have to announce them the right way. That's right. You know, if you're still on that Trump train, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? You know? If you're not, that's your fucking business. All right, let's get back to some content. Let's see how these food stamps is affecting these people.
Work 80 hours per month in order to get the benefits. The idea is increased work requirements lead to increased workforce participation, but
research tells us that unfortunately they don't really work. And
are they lying? Yes or no? Are people that's collecting food stamps actually going to those those work training classes and stuff like that? Those job searching event? No.
That may sound counterintuitive to people, but what we know is that they don't increase work.
I mean, if you can finesse the system, but don't be mad when they crack down and make you do.
They don't.
That's like somebody staying in your house for free and shit. You know what I'm saying? You being nice to a fucking cousin or somebody, right? You're like, yo, I'll let you stay here for a month. You know what I mean? And then it goes to 3 months and they ain't giving you shit. They getting high, smoking weed, don't even pass your blunt, doing anything. So that's almost like in street terms, that could get you off. Imagine you get somebody a pack, like, yo, come see me in 3 days. 7 days go past. He got new work and everything. He took your money to go make some more money, man. Then people just, I don't know, man. Character you can't put in people.
Result in higher incomes. And what they do result in is a lot of people leaving the program and not being better off.
3. The Congressional Budget Office estimates the new work requirements will lead to an estimated
most people on SNAP have jobs. You think so, Ryan?
3 million fewer people participating in SNAP. And this is a huge...
I think that is exactly the problem, though, Ryan. I think that what you're saying, the problem is that's exactly the problem. You know what I'm saying? They don't have jobs. You know? Think about it. You get a motherfucker a taste of some bread, man. You know, if he was cool with that 200, you got to be a lazy son of a bitch to not want to work at least 80 hours a week if you're able-bodied.
Huge gap that charitably operated food banks won't be able to cover. According to Feeding America, a national food bank network, for every meal given by a food bank, SNAP provides 9.
If you look at food pantry visits in Minnesota, since 2019, they have tripled.
Sophia Lenars-Coy is the executive director of the Food Group, a food equity nonprofit in Minnesota.
As grocery prices have gone up, the charitable food system has expanded dramatically. And so the idea that then it can expand again to compensate for these federal cuts, it's just simply not realistic.
And with states now on the hook to find ways to pay for SNAP for their residents, Lenars-Coy worries disparities across the country will worsen.
As it starts being customized state to state, I think what's very concerning is, someone in Minnesota may be able to have enough benefits to feed their family, and someone, next.
That's a fact, Mr. X. Can y'all double tap the screen, get the likes up, or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots? You know what I'm saying? That's where the like button is at. We got 30 likes and we've been on here for a half hour. Everybody get the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to have to go to permanent break. All right. And let me drop the link in a second. All right. And I think this is going to change America. People going to be panicking out here.
Ways to pay for SNAP for their residents?
Only a degenerate, though.
Lenars-Coy worries disparities across the country will worsen.
As it starts being customized state to state, I think what's very concerning is, someone in Minnesota may be able to have enough benefits to feed their family, and someone, next door in Iowa might not.
In New York, bruh, $200, that shit is going to get you a pack of ground beef, some bread, and milk. Call it a night.
And what does that mean? And does that mean people will need to make really difficult choices even about where they live in order to feed their families?
Y'all know I be doing my homework, right? I went and looked this shit up. Like I was like, I don't like to just be talking and don't have no facts to back up what I'm saying. But I actually looked up the guide, the fucking welfare guide, not the welfare guide. I looked up the food stamp guide. Check what I get. I didn't know a lot of this stuff, man. Shit, educational around here. You know what I mean? Yeah, double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up, man. I don't like that orange. Let me change that to, let's say, sky blue. Man, fuck it. Sky blue. That blue, whatever that blue is. Okay, now, let me just give y'all this full screen. Nope, I don't like full screen. And I don't like blue. It's nighttime. All right. Says here. I don't know if y'all can see. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to just make this very big so y'all could just read along with Mac Man. Oh, oops. That's too big. Excuse me. No freaky. All right. Can y'all see that right there? All right. It says here. All right. Most families and individuals who meet the program's income guidelines. Oh, excuse me. One more change I got to make. I don't like that. That background. I don't know. It's making my trigger finger itch somehow. Give me 1 second. That background's really just making my fucking trigger. I really want to just. I'm sorry. I just have to do this, man. All right. Being that America is up in flames, let's just put fire there. All right. Okay. Here we go. Most families and individuals who meet the program's income guidelines are eligible for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, formerly the Food Stamps Program. The size of family SNAP benefits is based on income and certain expenses. This paper provides a short summary of SNAP eligibility and benefit calculation rules that are in effect for the federal fiscal year 2026. All right, Congress failed to the impact of the shutdown and recent law changes. Congress failed to enact appropriation for fiscal year 2026 by October 1st, resulting in many aspects of the federal government being temporarily shut down. The Department of Agriculture, USDA, has indicated that states should have state SNAP benefits for October 2025 as regularly scheduled, which didn't happen, right? Individuals with questions about the status of SNAP benefits during the shutdown should contact a human resources office, right? All right, let's move down. Eligibility. Gross monthly income. That is, let me highlight that for y'all where I'm reading. Let me make this bigger. One more time. All right, there you go. That is household of income before any of the program's deductions are applied, generally must be or below 130% of the poverty line. You got to be dirt poor to get this shit. A person with a minimum wage job doesn't get this. Am I correct? If you got a minimum wage job, you ask out if you want some food stamps. If you're making a little bit over minimum wage by the looks of this shit here, for a family of 3, the poverty line used to calculate the SNAP benefits in the fiscal year of 2026 is $2,221 a month. So if the household is getting more than $2,200 a month, we're talking about $500 a week. You can't get. Thus, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm just reading as I move along. Thus, 130% of the poverty line for a 3-person family is $2,800 a month, or about $34,000 a year. The poverty level is higher for bigger families and lower for smaller families. So they calculate your net income, your assets. Assets must fall below certain limits. Households without a member who is age 60 or older or has a disability must have assets of $3,000 or less. If you have $3,000 in one of assets, so this is why people lie on the applications, because they're looking at something that you might see as an asset, that's something that's sellable, and to you it's garbage. You know what I mean? But to them, because it's on paper, now you're ineligible because you have a fucking expensive lamp or some shit. I don't know. That's just an example. What counts as income? SNAP counts cash income from all sources, including earned income before payroll taxes are deducted, and unearned income such as cash assistance, Social Security, unemployment insurance, and child support. So they consider your unemployment too. Well, honestly, I don't think that the highest payout for unemployment even makes you eligible for food stamps. I think you got to be making below that. Who's not eligible? Some categories of people are not eligible for SNAP, regardless of their income or assets. This is interesting. Such as individuals who are on strike, all people without a documented immigration status. The jury's still out on that, man. I don't know about that shit, because I seen news with immigrants that was running around with fucking $8,000 in food stamps. So like I said, the jury's still out on that bullshit right there. Immigration status. Many immigrants with lawful immigration statuses included. Some students attending college more than half the time, and certain people with drug-related felony convictions in some states. That's a thing. If you got a drug-related felony, you can't get food stamps. Food Drug Administration. Does that have? I don't know why that just came to my mind. I'm thinking food and drugs. If you get locked up for drugs, why can't you eat when you come home? You paid your time. I don't get it. Especially a dude that comes home from jail and has a job. Who faces a time limit on receiving SNAP unless they meet additional requirements? Many adults age 18 through 64 who do not have children under the age of 14 in the home and do not have disabilities are limited to 3 months of SNAP. Jesus. You think people are going to start having kids just to get food? Three months of SNAP benefits they're limited to if they don't have children under age 14 and do not have disabilities. That is crazy, bro. Yeah, they cutting that shit out, man. All that bum shit going right out the door. Limited to 3 months of SNAP benefits every 3 years if they are not working or in a work or training program at least 20 hours per week. States have a broad authority to extend work. What? Broad authority, but they haven't been authorizing shit. Work requirements to many other SNAP households. I mean, a lot of these government officials and people that work in government, right? They some lazy son of a bitches. They don't actually like try to change your life in any kind of way or enhance your life. They there for the check, man. I mean, I just watched a video of a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell you about this because it's gonna disturb my mood. But anyway, let's just look a little bit further and then we'll get off of this. 3-month time limit. That's a game changer, right? Was that always that way, y'all? Let me look at the chat. Was it always a 3-month time limit for food stamps, y'all? Do y'all know? Some individuals are exempt from this work reporting requirement, also referred to as time limit. They include people who are determined to be physically or mentally unfit for work, pregnant, living with a child under 14 in the household, American, Indian, or Alaskan. Why? Is that a part of the I don't know what that means. Calculating. Okay, so the average they getting, here's a breakdown of the chart. Let me make it a little bit bigger just in case y'all can't see. It says household size. If it's one person and you're getting food stamps, maximum benefit, monthly benefit will be $298. But the average, the reality is that they only get $200, like I said. If you have a household of 2, if it's you and your child, you're going to get $370 average for both of y'all. It says the maximum monthly benefit is $546. How do you get the maximum? What determines whether you get the maximum? Probably whatever you got, what type of opportunities you got going on. Households of 3 will get no more than $588. I mean, 700 and that is craziness, bro. And they got family households with 8 people in that shit. 8 people would get $1,200. That is madness, man. I don't even understand how you could be comfortable living like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that, man. That is mind blowing, man. Oh, man. That's horrific. That's horrific, man. Mind the Major Baltimore, salute. Aegis, Odin, Prism, Omega. Nope. All right, now, all of this shit, it is what it is. It's going on, all right? Now, let's get to some other things, right? I do like to, update y'all with what's going on out here on the YouTube. Do some reactions, man. Now, this video, I don't know if I shared it on my other channel, but this video right here had me mad. You want to know why? Because these dudes be looking like regular dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm talking about these PDF files, right? Some of them look like regular dudes, man. We have some crazy taste, though. Now, this guy right here, I'm just let the video's going to play and it'll speak for itself.
A girl was lured into a secluded area inside of a mall and then forced to live through her worst nightmare by a man who was a complete stranger. Officers soon took the matter into their own hands and apprehended the man days later at the same mall.
But I'm gonna just tell you what he did. He took this little girl into the bathroom in the mall. He works in the mall. He knows he's gonna get caught. And
we are wearing body cams. It's up to you if you want them to keep rolling or if you want us to turn them
on
on.
the float. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys want? Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you guys want to sit and we'll stand or what?
No, you guys sit because you need to be level with her.
All right. Now this is kind of where it's going to get a little uncomfortable. Okay. Was there any during?
Was it? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So she's eligible to go down to the hospital,
Right.
and they can do a
Yeah,
forensic
we're
nurse
going
can,
to. We're going
okay,
to.
so we can facilitate that for
Okay.
you guys. Did you know who did it to you? Do you know the person? Okay. You've never seen the person before?
I've seen him before.
Is he like?
He works and he has like a little shop though.
You're asking him all. He works in the mall.
He works in a kiosk in the mall. You know what the name of the kiosk is?
No, but they sell shirts.
Tall, short.
He's taller than me.
Okay.
And one thing I found about a lot of these PDF files, especially the normal looking ones, right? They find a way, which he's gonna do, to try to blame the person. Now this girl's 13.
Was
I
he
feel like he's a little shorter than him.
okay? Was he like fat, skinny, anything
He
like
was
that?
pretty thin.
Okay.
No, 14.
Was he younger, older? About how
I'd
old?
say in his 20s.
His 20s. Okay.
I was walking out of the bathroom
Okay.
and he saw me walking out of the bathroom too, and he asked me to help him pick out a cologne. So I did. And that's what I thought we were gonna do. And then at first, he showed.
Well, he's a grown man, and you know, I don't know. This is why fathers got to stay in situation. Man.
Me these Giants t-shirts and hoodies that he liked, and he kissed me. And then he grabbed my arm and he brought me up the escalator, and he told me to follow him, but he was holding me, my arm.
Now, y'all know what's going through my mind, right? But let's just listen.
And then we were in Macy's, and he brought me by where the bathrooms are, and there's this little closet in between. And it's like a really small janitor's closet, it looks like. And he brought me in there, and he put his back against the door so I couldn't get out.
What time we're about roughly?
Like 6:40 probably. It was right before you picked me up.
You had already asked me to pick you up and then it happened?
Mm-hmm.
Were any of your friends there or anything like that?
Well, my friends were there, but like they weren't with me.
Okay.
Like, they were in the mall, but
Okay.
I wasn't with them.
The victim and her friends used to frequently go to the mall, and she had seen the suspect there several times from afar.
Let's get them likes up to 100, man. Double tap the screen or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. Question of the day, right? Who do you think is to blame for the government shutdown, right? The Democratic demons. 51% says half of the room says that it's the Democrats, you know. 22% says it's the MAGAs, and 28% of the people say no Diddy's, both parties. Interesting, the no Diddy part.
A male had also approached her once and even asked for her Instagram handle, but she had gotten away from him after only providing her name.
So we have an ambulance on the way. It's going to be St.
Can you
Joe's.
go to the ambulance with me?
Yeah, one of you guys can go with her as well.
Sound too low? Here's how to fix it. Open power sound. Instant volume boost up to 600%. Boom.
My bad,
y'all. Happened probably 6:30 earlier
tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Willowbrook. 10-year-old is at the mall. She's coming out of the bathroom. Another male comes out saying that she recognized him. He works at one of the kiosks. She recognized him from going to the mall. And guy comes out of the men's room. She comes out of the women's room. And he took her by the hand. He's like, hey, come help me pick out cologne. Go pick out cologne. And then he's like, oh, follow me. He kisses her, takes her upstairs. And then there's like a bathroom near Macy's. And there's like a janitor's closet right there. So he opens the door, closes it, brings her in, has his back against the wall so no one can come in. And he her.
Okay.
That's all we ever really got.
What's the parents' temperature?
Double tap screen. Let's get the likes up, man. We got 37 likes. That is disrespectful, man. Oh my God. Go ahead. Keep on tapping your screen until you see the thumb pop up like that, y'all. Let's get up with the likes. We're on YouTube now. And also share the video. You know, do me the biggest favor today. Share this video. Let's get out here. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about Tupac, man? While we waiting for these likes to go up. Go up one. Let's get up on the likes. What do y'all think about the real Tupac? You know what I'm saying? I think he was a sweet person. A very sweet person, man. Tupac was misunderstood. Okay? I need the likes to go up. Keep going on likes. I see one like go up. That's my face right now. But back to Tupac, right? Tupac was a very zesty man. I mean, Tupac was a very, very, very misunderstood rapper. You know, Diddy would have had a field day, man. You know, I think that Diddy was really mad that Suge signed him. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, Tupac was probably the best rapper in history. I mean, if you look at this, and you could tell he's very artistic, right? Man, it's not by the you know the ensemble that he has on that you could tell this about Tupac, right? And we're gonna get back to the video of that guy. But you have to be a very comfortable in your skin type of dude to wear this zesty shit. I mean, this brave outfit. You know? All eyes on me. Let's go with the likes. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Come on. I'm about to end this shit. I probably won't be on this more than another 10 minutes, man.
Dad's cool. Mom's definitely a little upset. Well, like she's talkative. Like it's not like they're
shutting down.
They're not
Okay.
shutting down. So
And are mom and dad going to come with us?
yes.
In the rig?
Sounds like Dad wants to come on the rig with them, with you guys.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Whatever they want
yeah.
to do. We have no problem with it. And then, like I said, he's going to drive the car. I'm going to go in the bus with her.
Okay.
Just so that everything's on camera, chain of custody.
Yeah, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, and then we're just going to meet our DB down there. I'm pretty sure St. Joe's knows we're coming.
Sounds good.
I'll
make you a copy of
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, my handwriting is not the best.
It's okay. Yeah. Officer Thompson's going to follow in the car behind. I'm going to go in the ambulance with either one of you guys, both of you guys, whatever, however
With
situated.
mom and her and me.
Okay, however you guys want to situate it, that's perfectly fine. And we're going to go down to St. Joe's Patterson. Okay, so we're going to go from there.
It's a way where they go arrest him because this creep tries to like blame her.
Go for. Over?
Yeah, and then
Explained in graphic detail
Damn, did he bend you over? It's crazy.
how the horrendous incident went down.
He gets you in the closet.
he put his back against the door. I'm like,
Over?
yeah, and then
Hey, kindly double tap the screen. Let's get the likes up and or go to the top right and hit the 3 dots. That's where you can subscribe to.
Okay. Like from behind?
Mhm.
At any moment, did you say no or make any gesture?
I told him when we got in there. When we were walking in there when we got in there, I was like, I don't want to be in here. He said, it's fine, it's fine.
And when you say he in, are you talking about? Okay. And was that your, or was it? Okay. How long did go for?
I'll say a minute.
A minute. And
A minute. This man's going to jail for life for a minute.
did he give
I
you?
don't know.
Do you know if he was wearing?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
He ain't even wear a bag. This dude is playing dangerous games, man. And he looks like one of the members of Menudo. Watch when they come grab him up.
With the Yukon acapella.
Hold up, y'all. This dude look like Mark Anthony or one of the motherfuckers, man. He look like a fucking reggaeton.
Okay. What's your dad's name?
I had it.
And do you live with?
No. All right.
And was surprised when the male grabbed her arm, introduced himself, and even asked for her Instagram handle.
Dennis, stand up for me, bro.
Sit up.
What's up? Here's my guy. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. Just hang out for a second, please. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Am I in trouble?
Yes, you're under arrest.
For what?
Very
Wait, what? What's up? I didn't saw nobody. What are you talking about?
That's okay.
We'll give you an opportunity to talk about that. Just not right now.
Just do me a favor, face the wall right here. Spray your feet. You have anything on you to poke me, stick me?
No,
Nothing?
no.
No weapons or anything?
No, none of that.
played itself.
39. Yeah, I'm gonna press
An
it.
opportunity to.
Wait for a second. Just hold on to this just for a second.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk, but I'm not going to do it right now because I need to read you your rights in order to do that. So once we get back to our office, we're going to the prosecutor's office.
Imagine that was your daughter, and this dude is acting like a thug over here, acting like he had the right to do what the hell he did.
I'll read you your rights, and if you decide that you want to talk to me, we can talk about it then, okay?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, we'll explain everything once you get to the office.
Explain to you.
What is it about though?
We'll explain that to you, all right? And then we'll give you an opportunity to talk about it, all right?
Okay.
You can say your side of the story. But
Hey, ones in the chat if y'all think this dude's a scumbag. I mean, we know that it's guilty until proven innocent, right? We all know that, right? That you're guilty until you prove innocent. I mean, but by the looks of it, do you think that he's guilty? I know he's guilty because I know what's going to come out of his fucking mouth. Is he a scumbag by the looks of it? Because most people wouldn't even, he doesn't appear to be. He looks like he doesn't have a problem with getting buns, you know? But, you know, you got to think that that's a mental disease. It ain't about the opportunity that you could get. That's, you know what I mean? It's not about that. It's not, some dudes just rather get it that way. Taylor, what's going on? We looking at this PDF file. He gets caught from, you know what I mean? Like this dude's like 30 years old, running around with a,
as of right now,
a little person. The kicker is that he's going to try to justify his actions. Watch.
No explaining. Let's go. You're good, dude.
I'm going to explain everything to you, but I can't talk to you until I read you your Miranda rights, and we're going to do that on camera at my office, okay?
Okay. Am I being arrested? Or
Yes, you're under arrest.
Like, am I just getting questioned?
No, you're arrested. We have a warrant for your arrest.
I'm getting locked up and all that?
Yes.
He knows exactly the girl. He knows why he's there and everything.
I don't know yet.
You sure this is like you guys got the right person? I don't understand what's
Listen,
going on.
we will talk about this when we get to my office.
Okay.
I cannot talk to you about your case until I make sure you understand your Miranda rights, and we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do that on camera at my office.
She's going to sizzle this motherfucker. I know because he gets convicted.
Office, and then we can talk about it all you want.
Come on. What you doing? Listen, bro. Like she said, we'll be back. Our office is ready to total. She'll be there in 2 minutes, and then she'll explain everything to you. Listen, she'll explain everything to you. All right? Be a couple of minutes.
The male also had a lengthy criminal history prior to this incident, racking up dozens of charges including theft, physical assault, DUI crash, and robbery.
You guys do know that this girl is lying about this whole thing, right?
So you have an attorney, so I can't talk to you about your case unless you want to talk about it, and we can arrange for that to happen. And if you want to provide a statement, we'll go through all of your rights with you, and we'll coordinate that with the prosecutor handling the case and your attorney. If you want to talk, we can do that, but I can't ask you any questions about it at this time. I mean, if you want to talk about it, you can, but I'm not going to ask you any questions.
That's the setup right there.
All right, so just open your mouth, please. I'm going to take 2 from each cheek, okay?
He bent that girl. Now, I hope they do the same thing to you when you get where you're going.
Just ask you one thing. Please, you can just like, I know you stay in contact with the victim. If you could,
that's a whole fact, Prism.
Just try to get the truth out of her. Like, you could try to talk to her and say that, you know, you have a.
You know what I'm saying? When America was great, you know?
Innocent man locked up behind the words and accusations that you're making. I would highly appreciate that.
So this is your copy.
It's telling the officer that I think that you need to go to the girl and tell her the truth. And you know what I mean? That I could get in trouble for this. Double tap screen, let's get them likes up, y'all.
Just saying that I took these buccal swabs from you.
The 23-year-old male was charged with first-degree kidnapping, 2 counts of second-degree assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. If convicted,
23.
He could face anywhere from 25 years to life in prison. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on.
All right. Now let's get back into these benefits. Okay, we're not in the clear yet, y'all. Now this just dropped a couple hours ago, 2 hours ago. Here's an update. Now let me know what y'all think about this. All right. Now they also talking about a stimulus check. I've been hearing that for years, but I got some official shit on it right now, and I want to share that with y'all. But first, look at this 1 minute clip, okay? All right, check it out. Tell me what y'all think. Boom, yeah.
We just got some breaking news tonight about SNAP. The Supreme Court has extended an order blocking full SNAP benefits and payments. The decision was just released in the last few minutes here. This comes as lawmakers inch closer to ending the government shutdown, which would allow food payments to resume. But it would take days, sometimes even weeks, to get that money to these individuals. So this is a developing story that we'll continue to keep up on and bring you more information.
This just happened. So all that shit they was talking yesterday and 5 days ago.
Breaking news tonight about SNAP. The Supreme Court has extended an order blocking full SNAP benefits and payments. The decision was just released in the last few minutes here. This comes as lawmakers.
What does that mean? Blocking full SNAP benefits. I don't know what that means. Can somebody explain it? They're not saying they stopped blocking SNAP. They're saying that they're blocking full my bad. Full SNAP benefits. Okay, something else was playing at the same time. Y'all can't hear it, but that's why I sounded crazy just now. But it's almost like a echo. All right. Let's get the likes up, man.
President Trump has officially confirmed and promised a $2,000 stimulus check to all Americans from the tariff revenue. So I want to be absolutely crystal clear about this. So this is not like an idea that he's floating around. It's not like, oh, he's going to consider this or he's thinking about it. No, he officially confirmed it and promised it. So I'm going to give you my opinion, but I want to show you the situation first. Okay, so I want to read you what President Trump wrote on Sunday, November 9th. And then we're going to review this piece by piece. It begins with, people that are against tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world. With almost no inflation and a record stock market price, 401ks are highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debts, $37 trillion. Record investment in the USA, plants and factories going up all over the place. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Okay, so take a look at that last sentence. It's not we might, it's not we could, it's not we're thinking about it. It's clear, it's very clear cut, and it's an official promise. Now, I just want to point this out. Do you remember the potential Doge dividend check? So that stimulus check earlier in the year. So when President Trump floated that idea of giving a stimulus check from all the money that Doge was going to save the government, when he was talking about that, President Trump had a different tone and he used a different language. He didn't make any promises. He said it may happen. We're thinking about it. It's something that he would consider. So I want to show you.
There's even under consideration a new concept where we give 20% of the Doge savings.
People say JJ Rico. Most people say that they doing shit for their children, right? I don't care about myself. I'm doing things for my children, for the future. That's what I'm doing for the future, you know? Do you not think that people, y'all don't think that these things it helps your family in the future? You think that this incapacitates your family in some kind of way? You shouldn't be teaching your fucking people how to be on food stamps and welfare in the first place. You should be teaching them how to make money in this corporation, business owners. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
To American citizens.
My opinion.
And 20% goes to paying down debt because the numbers are incredible, Elon. So many billions of dollars, billions, hundreds of billions. And we're thinking about giving 20% back to the American citizens and 20% down to pay back debt and pay down debt.
Okay, so you just saw that when President Trump was talking about this idea, a Doge stimulus check, I immediately called BS, just the way that he was talking about it, the tone and language that he was using. So I said that's not going to happen. Don't get your hopes up. I mean, you can watch this video. And I made my position, I made my prediction very clear. So that was my objective conclusion.
Okay.
But do you now see the difference in President Trump's language? Regarding the Doge stimulus check, I mean, you can't blame President Trump for not delivering because he never promised a Doge stimulus check. But I'm telling you that this time it's different because President Trump is explicitly saying that he's going to give a $2,000 stimulus check.
I would love to see the comments on this video.
To almost all Americans, excluding the high income earners. And if he doesn't deliver, well, then
Well, you know, a lot of people ain't digging the idea of crypto. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely love it. You know what I mean? Like if you ask me, you know, I think crypto is where it's at, honestly.
Obviously going to be obligated to call him out on it. Now, let's analyze the other pieces of President Trump's
legal motherfuckers. Yeah, nah. They fucking it all up.
Post. My first concern is that if President Trump gives a $2,000 stimulus check to all Americans minus high income earners, then it's going to spike inflation, just like the other stimulus checks did. And right now, inflation is still running hot. Okay, so President Trump claims that the rate of inflation is close to 0%. However, the US federal government is reporting that the rate of inflation is at 3.0%. But currently, the true rate of inflation is closer to approximately 6%.
I was going to say 5.
Okay, so right off the bat, I have to disagree with President Trump's statement that inflation is close to 0%. Now, I just want to say this, and I'm addressing the MAGA crowd, and I'm just speaking very sincerely here. I want you to understand, like, please understand this, that you are allowed to disagree with President Trump and still support him. I want you to know that
I like that.
He is not your God. He is a politician. So it's like, I said this before, it's like this. I have a cousin, and a lot of times he says really stupid things and he makes really bad decisions. Regardless,
it doesn't make you love him less when you check him. I get it.
I still support my cousin, even though he said.
Mark says inflation is 2.9. We do have to consider that. I don't know when this video was made. You know, it might have been, and I think that was his guesstimation. But 2.9, yeah, big Trump.
As stupid things sometimes. Anyways, it's very important for you to know that relatively speaking, the rate of inflation right now is actually pretty low. So 6% is not that bad, relatively speaking. Because, okay, the reason I'm saying that is you have to remember that the Federal Reserve is right now
these motherfuckers always try to find a way to try to poke at my man. You know what I'm saying? They always try to find a way to throw a little shot at Trump. You know, okay, yeah, this is good, but it's Biden. You know what I mean? Or some goofy shit like that. Or, you know, I don't know, man. These motherfuckers just hate Trump. They hate Trump. They hate him. All right, I need to, you know, only thing that makes me feel better after I see depressing shit like that, right, is videos where somebody gets off trying to rob somebody, man. Yo, I don't know about this, man. All right, here you go. This video right here. I showed this to y'all before. All right, but I'm gonna show it to y'all. Can't check it out. I might have showed it on my other channel. So homie right here is trying to rob the store. He trying to rob this Arab dude. Hey yo, this Arab dude lights out my boy. He lights out him automatic. You know what I'm saying? Convenience store, smoke shop store floor challenge, man. He put him out of business. Check it out.
In an armed robbery. Hi everyone, welcome to today's research-informed defensive lesson here at Active Self-Protection. I'm your host, John Correa. Today's video comes to us from Pageland in South Carolina, and the clerk in this is going to be on the ASP podcast. So make sure that you are listening for Mo coming on the podcast. Please listen to the podcast. Incredible stories there. every week of real people telling their story of getting in a self-defense encounter, including ones we have here on the big channel. So make sure that you go listen to that. Comes in, pulls a gun and sticks it at his head and says that he wants the money in the register. We have audio of what happens from here. Let's listen in.
Right now. Let's go. Go. All in the bed. In the bed. Hurry up. I'll come right there. Come on, all of them. Put it. Let's get it. Don't take all goddamn bro.
That's gonna be a hell of a Christmas story.
Let's go. Put the rest of it in there. Let's go.
He's gonna grab his gun and blow his head off.
Put it in there, motherfucker. Everything.
Let me get this clearer. Let me make the resolution a little bit higher, y'all. Maybe that's too high. Let me just put it 1080. Or 1440. What's that? Got the highest plan on here and still can't play this shit. This is crazy, bro. Disrespectful. Give me 1 second. StreamYard, right? This shit's still spinning circles. What the fuck? Yeah, StreamYard, man. They got so many new options on this joint too. This is nasty, man. I don't know, man. I'm over it, man. You would think they advanced this shit by now. You know what I'm saying? And what's this ugly ass background I got here? Nighttime.
We have audio of what happens from here. Let's listen in.
Right now. Let's go. Go. All in the bed. In the bed. Hurry up. I'll come right there. Come on, all of them. Put it. Let's get it. Don't take all goddamn bro. Let's go. Put the rest of it in there. Let's go. Put it in there, motherfucker. Everything. Put it in there.
He talking crazy to him.
Put it in there. Put it in there.
One time did he think that maybe this dude is loaded? Maybe he got a gun. You know what I'm saying? Double tap screens, get the likes up. Hit the screen twice, you're gonna see a big ass thumb pop up like this. I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Put it in there, sir.
Lights out. He called him a bitch ass nigga too. Crazy ass nigga.
Put it in there, sir.
One more. Good luck.
Our robber took the room temperature challenge, and Mo was completely unhurt in this one. Make sure you go and listen to the podcast episode to hear him talk about it in his own words. News stories linked in the description. The county sheriff said, nope, this is absolutely justified conduct. No charges filed here. Ooh, so what did you think of the last shot there? So that there was kind of that first volley and then another shot a little bit later. What did you think? I think this is an interesting one that we are going to see in our lessons. Big lesson right off the bat in this one is remember that the robber, the criminal, the violent criminal actor gets to set the time.
Hey, I'm about to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Catch me in the sector. I'm gonna be up in the sector tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at Lansky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be doing guards work, not the hard work. All right. Double tap screen on the way out the door. DMW, Rusty. You know what I'm saying? Lansky, Rico, my brother. You know what I mean? Everybody, new people. Odin, Prism, Omega. Subscribe to the channel, man. We be out here. You know, if I see you around, I'll give you a wrench. I was taught self-preservation, not self-defense. Mark Toppin, salute. He's trying to cater to the audience. What do you mean? Y'all okay? This guy's on crack. Where did you get 6 from? Mark was trolling me. Inflation 2.9%. Cool, Mark. That guy was saying what he's saying. That was his opinion, Mark. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, though. If you want to troll me, go to my troll channel. If you scan that QR code, it'll take you right there. You know what I'm saying? DMW, yeah, we're gonna be outside, man. Let's get outside, man. Let's get in the sector, man. Let me go weaponize some channels, whatnot. You know what I mean? I just have to get the algorithm jumping. I'll be out here this week on this channel, though. Salute, everybody. Peace.